Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Georgia Virtual College Fair. We are going to get started in just a minute. Welcome. So thank you for joining us tonight. I just have a few housekeeping items before we get started. You'll be able to use the Q&A button on your screen at the bottom to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and your microphone, as a reminder, are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of the many presentations that are happening, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. This session is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website where you registered. Again, I'd invite you to use the Q&A feature at the bottom of your screen to type questions to our presenters at any time. I'd like to now turn it over to our presenters. And first up, you are going to hear from Columbus State University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Taylor King. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions here at Columbus State University. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how you have the opportunity to create you here at Columbus State and what that is all about. So, some quick facts about the university. We have two campuses here in Columbus. We have main campus, which is a very traditional campus, very geographically centered. We also have what's called River Park campus, which is more of an urban or a city campus. So you get the best of both worlds. You'll probably have classes at both campuses at some point, and we have a shell system that runs between the two. We have a little over 8,300 students enrolled here at Columbus State, so very small class sizes, student-teacher ratio of around 17:1. We have about 100 majors, 65 of those are undergraduate, and we cost a little less than $9,000 per semester. We have 4 academic colleges that comprise Columbus State. We have the College of the Arts, which consists of music, art, theater, and communication. The College of Education and Health Professions, which is teacher education, nursing, and some of the other health professions that you may be looking for. The College of Letters and Sciences, which is going to be more of your traditional college majors, things like biology, chemistry, psychology, mathematics, English, criminal justice. And we have the Turner College of Business, which consists of business administration, management, marketing, accounting, finance, as well as our School of Computer Science, which features cybersecurity, game design, software systems, and information technology. We have an amazing student life here, 100 different student clubs and organizations. We're a very diverse campus, so there's a wide variety of Greek life options as well as other campus clubs and organizations. Amazing varsity athletics. We are an NCAA Division II institution, nationally competitive in all of our sports. Amazing servant leadership program, so we're all about giving back to our community and just have that passion for serving our area. And we have some amazing traditions. We call those tower traditions here at CSU. So some highlights of that are things like Winterfest, Cougar Kickoff, and Homecoming, just to name it. So all freshmen are required to live on campus. You have 2 different freshman housing options, main campus, which is Clearview Hall, and River Park campus, which is our Broadway Crossing at River Park campus. Both are 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom options with 4 students, so you'll share your bedroom and bathroom with one other student. The biggest difference between the two is that at River Park campus and Broadway Crossing, each unit has its own kitchen, while on main campus, there's more community-style kitchens. But otherwise, same layouts as far as number of bedrooms, bathrooms, and students sharing a space. So how do you become a Cougar? Very simple application process. We're rolling admissions, so it is a $40 application fee. You can find our application on gafutures.org. If you have a fee waiver through SAT, ACT, or NACAC, we will accept that. And we have a June 30th deadline. You can start applying now. There is no decision date. We just go ahead and release that decision once we finish processing your application. We do need your official high school transcript. You can send that through GA Futures or get it emailed from your counselor to the university. So you cannot hand us your transcript yourself. If you're coming in spring, summer, or fall of 21, SAT and ACT scores are not required. But if you are a junior, sophomore, or freshman, we are anticipating requiring the SAT or ACT. Our admission requirements are 2.5 core GPA. We're only looking at your core classes, math, science, English, social science, and foreign language. We do not look at your electives. We love that you've taken some of those art and music and PE classes, that kind of stuff, but it does not come into consideration with your GPA. On the SAT, if you're a class of 22, 23, or 24, we're looking for a 480 reading and writing, 440 on the math. We're on the ACT, a 17 English, 17 math. And again, if you're a senior, test scores are not required. We do not have essays. We do not have recommendation letters. So very simple and easy application process to enroll here at CSU. So our costs are laid out here. Tuition fees, housing, and a meal plan. So you can see we're just over $2,700 per semester. If you're a Hope graduate, that takes the cost down significantly. So that'll cover right around $2,400 of that $2,700. So a significant portion, $935 in fees. That includes like athletic fees, parking fees, that kind of stuff. Housing is a little over $3,000 for either residence hall, and the meal plan is a little over $2,100. So just under $18,000 for the year to go full-time here at Columbus State. So we want you to be able to come and see us. We offer in-person tours, and we're also doing virtual events. Our in-person opportunities are limited to 3 families per day. They're offered at 10 a.m. most Mondays through Fridays. We do require students to wear a mask, and we do require you to register as well. And right now we're only touring main campus. We have some virtual discovery days coming up, October 17th and November 14th. They're a week long, and so like that morning, the Saturday morning, you'll meet with your major and have a welcome, and then throughout the week we'll have different programs for you. We don't want to keep you online or in front of the computer too long. So you can also take on-demand info sessions and campus tours on our website. Some facts about Columbus: we're the second largest city in Georgia. We're only an hour and a half from Atlanta. There's a lot of job opportunities, internship opportunities here as well. And we want you to stay connected with us. So you can do that through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Follow the Instagram. We've given away swag and scholarship on there. That is it for me.
Thank you so much, Taylor. Next up, you guys are going to hear from Florida A&M University.
Good afternoon, everyone from sunny Tallahassee, Florida. It's great to be here. My name is Les Ferrier, represent Florida A&M University Rattlers. I serve as Assistant Vice President for Enrollment Management. Been here a couple of years, been around for several universities, so this is the funnest part that I have. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a quick 2-minute hype video. And I say hype because it'll really get you excited. You're going to see some fun things, and you're going to see some serious things. And then I'm going to go quickly into so just a quick look at the academic programs and show you how to apply. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, that's great. I hope you enjoyed that, students and parents. A couple of weeks ago, U.S. News and World Report again bestowed that highest honor, highest ranked public HBCU in the country. Public meaning supported by the state of Florida. Okay, I want to show you a quick picture of the campus, a little aerial shot. Tallahassee's in the downtown, FAMU's in the downtown area of Tallahassee with about 100,000 other college students. We're right near Florida State. Now I'm going to quickly go to our admissions requirements. Okay, I hope everyone can see that. All right, the gates to get into FAMU the past couple of years have been narrower than ever. We averaged about an 1150 SAT and a 3.7 last year with the admitted pool, but you're going to need a 3.0 minimum GPA weighted core in these 18 academic units. And unfortunately, the State University Board of Governors, which controls the education scene in Florida, is not allowing us to go test optional. And you're going to need these minimum subset scores along with an essay of about 500 words, 2 letters of recommendation. The transcripts, we can get those through the mail or electronically, or we can do what we call self-reporting, where we're just going to admit you off your word, and then you're going to send us a final transcript. Okay? Now, I'm going to go, actually, I'm going to go backwards here, everyone, and I want to show you where you would be living. Most of our students are going to live in FAMU Village. Really nice residence hall, suite style living, private bedroom, shared bathroom, okay? And this is the back of the state-of-the-art FAMU facility, and we have what we call living learning communities. Most universities have those, and that's going to be your support work, your home away from home. So say if you're interested in the medical field, you're going to be surrounded by other people in the medical field when you're living and learning. You're going to be in the first and second semester taking classes together. So parents and friends aren't going to be there. That's going to be your support network there. And I want to show you some fun things here. This is what football game day looks like at Florida A&M. And those same things that got you here as far as the activities, SGA, clubs, sororities, fraternities, volunteers, that's what we want you to be, because the cool kids, the cool students on our campus are the people like what you're doing right now that are in those things. We've got great student lounges. We've got a number of different dining options as far as Chick-fil-A and Chipotle, you know, those necessary items for you guys. We've got a bowling alley in our student union. We've got a hair salon for the ladies, the barbershop for the guys. So we're about, as far as out-of-state tuition, we're about $29,000. As a matter of fact, the Atlanta metro area is our largest out-of-state market. So we're going to make it affordable for you, but make sure you apply and get admitted by October 30th, which is our priority admissions date. And if you need additional information, please contact me. Thank you, Courtney.
Thank you so much, Les. And up next, you guys are going to hear from Florida Southern College.
Hi, everybody. My name is Gabby. I'm going to be your admissions counselor this year, as well as your financial aid counselor with Florida Southern. Hopefully you can see my screen right now. But to get started with some basic information, Florida Southern is located right in between Tampa and Orlando in Lakeland, Florida. We were founded in 1883, which makes us one of the oldest private colleges in the state of Florida. And we're home to about 3,000 total students, with about 40% of that population being from out of state, representing about 50 states and about 50 foreign countries as well. Sorry, it takes me a second to change the slides. But here at Florida Southern, I realized, sorry guys, slides are not my specialty. So here at Florida Southern, we have over 70 different programs of study, as well as 16 different pre-professional tracks. And our most popular majors are going to be biology, as well as marine biology, nursing, business, music, musical theater, and exercise science. We're a liberal arts college at our core, so you're going to get a well-rounded degree no matter which program you are getting involved in. And regardless of your major, we emphasize engaged and experiential learning, which basically means that you're going to be an active participant in your classroom. And we really believe in the power of learning by doing and immersing our students in their field as soon as possible. And we're able to offer this engaged learning experience in part because of our small class sizes. The average class size is going to be around 18 students, and the general student to faculty ratio is about 14:1. And all of our classes are taught by professors themselves, so you don't ever have to worry about any graduate assistants or teaching assistants being at the front of your classroom or the front of your Zoom call. And all of the professors are the ones leading those classes because we want to make sure they're experts in the field teaching you guys. As an extension of this engaged learning experience, we offer these 3 guarantees, including studying abroad, participating in an internship, and graduating in 4 years. So the first guarantee is studying abroad, and this is one of my favorite ones. We guarantee this through our Junior Journey program, which is about a 7 to 10 day trip over school breaks in either your junior or senior year. You typically go with a professor, so there's an academic component, and you get course credits for these trips. There's both domestic and international trip options, just depending on what you feel comfortable with, and you can go on one that isn't affiliated with your major since they don't take any time away from your classes. And the best part about these trips is that they are embedded within your tuition, so you pay little to no money out of pocket with these trips. We also guarantee internships to all of our students regardless of their major. And this is super important because about 95% of employers are looking for new hires with that experience. So an internship allows you to be a competitive candidate once you enter the job market. Students have the option to do internships locally during the school year or going closer to home during the school breaks as well. And then the last guarantee is to graduate in 4 years or less. We're able to guarantee this because in addition to everything I've already talked about, we pair students with an academic advisor, which they have to meet with multiple times in the year. We're also very transfer credit friendly. So if you're taking any AP, IB, dual enrollment, ACE, any other acronym for advanced credit courses that you could be taking in your high school experience, you're welcome to bring that over to us and we'll do an evaluation and let you know how many college credits you're coming in with. And to summarize everything that I've shared so far, these academic opportunities are important because they translate into post-graduation success. About 97% of our students report achieving their post-graduation goals within 1 year of graduating from Florida Southern, with 1/3 of them going into a graduate or professional program and the remaining 2/3 entering the workforce directly. And while academics and outcomes are definitely an important part of your college experience, you're probably also wondering, Gabby, where am I going to live for 4 years? So I got you. Florida Southern prides itself on being a true campus community. We do mandate that students live on campus all 4 years, meaning that you're guaranteed to have housing on campus for your full time at Florida Southern. We have 16 housing options, including on-campus dorms, which you can see on the screen, but there's also apartment complexes near the campus that we own that are set aside for our upperclassmen students. Sorry. And aside from housing, we have 20 NCAA Division II athletic teams and several opportunities to participate in sports at the club level as well as the intramural level. Oh, my Atlantic guys, I'm sorry. We also have over 100 different student clubs and organizations ranging from anywhere in Greek life and campus ministries to special interest organizations like our cat club. So there's something for everybody on our campus. So basically there are tons of different ways to get involved, connect, and show your school spirit. And now that I've shared all about Florida Southern, let's talk a bit about how you can become a Florida Southern moccasin. So first and foremost, it is 100% free to apply for Florida Southern on no matter which application you are doing it on. Our application is available on our own website as well as through the Common App and the Coalition app. In addition to the applications, we'll need your high school transcripts, a letter of recommendation from a teacher or counselor, and a personal statement. And this year we've adopted a test optional policy, so you can either submit your test scores or you can opt to be test optional, which is just a matter of checking a box on your application. You can send in your materials one at a time because we are on rolling admissions, so we're reviewing all year long, so there's no pressure to put it in all at once. And once you get all of your materials in, we typically get you an answer within 3 to 6 weeks. And finally, I know that the cost of college can be overwhelming, so every application is automatically considered for an academic-based or merit-based scholarship. And we strongly encourage all students to file the FAFSA beginning October 1st, so it's already open. If you have any questions, just let me know. My contact information is right on this slide. but the filing the FAFSA will allow you to be eligible for federal, state, and additional aid. And there's also different departmental aids on our own campus. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at any time. All of my contact information is on this slide, or you can go on the website and find it all there. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Gabby. And just a reminder to all of our participants tonight, don't be shy to put those questions in the Q&A box. Our panelists are all available and able to answer any questions. So next up is Emily from Full Sail University.
Hi, thank you, Courtney. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up. I hope that everybody is having a wonderful evening. So like Courtney said, my name is Emily. I'm here from Full Sail University, and I'm excited to talk to you all about our university this evening. So if you haven't heard of us before, Full Sail is an entertainment, media, technology, and art school down in Orlando, Florida. And we have a lot of different degrees. I'm gonna talk to you about them, but first, I'm gonna show you a quick video. So at the end of that video, you saw a quote that said, if you're serious about your dream, we'll take your dream seriously. That's our motto at Full Sail. As a creative school full of people that have just burning passions to achieve a career in the entertainment sphere, we want to support that dream. And if you have something that you want to achieve, it keeps you up at night, this is your dream, your goal, we are going to do everything we can to help you achieve it. So first, I'm going to talk to you about our education. You see it says fast and focused up here, which sounds like a movie title or something, but at Full Sail, we focus on accelerated learning. We want to make sure that you can fit everything in your education in a short time. So as you can see here, it takes half the time to get a degree with us, where typical universities take 4 years to graduate. At Full Sail, for a full bachelor's degree, it takes just about 20 months for an on-campus program and 29 months for an online program. So either way, you're sitting right about 2 years. A couple of other things here. We also have a rolling admissions. You've heard that from a couple of other people tonight. That means that you can apply throughout the year. But what's a little bit different with Full Sail is that you can actually start throughout the year as well. We start a new class of students every single month. So it's very flexible. You can start in June if you want to start a month after you graduate high school, or you could start in February, November, any month throughout the year. Next, you see real world. At Full Sail, we really focus on learning by doing. So if you're going to be out in the art sphere, the technology sphere, you can't just have learned how to do your job by reading a book about it. You have to practice. If you're going to work on VR technology, you got to do that in school. If you're going to be a 3D animator, you got to be on the software. So most of our learning at Full Sail is hands-on, experiential based. And then lastly, you see industry gear. Each of our students at Full Sail receives what's called a project launch box. And it varies a little bit based on your program. Each student's going to receive all of the hardware and software that they need in order to be successful. They'll receive a laptop, either a MacBook Pro, or if you're a gaming student, right now we're receiving a GSE Raider laptop. And also, again, all the software that's involved. And this is all yours. So you can have it while you're a student, and then once you graduate, you get to keep it. Next, student life. I'm just going to breeze through this section. We have a creative community at Full Sail that's wonderful because it's full of like-minded individuals that are also passionate about their field. You can meet friends by participating in one of our many clubs. One that I want to highlight, though, is our Armada Esports League. This is our collegiate esports gaming competition team. We compete both on a collegiate level and international. And you can see on the screen they're playing Fortnite, but we have a lot of different games. But this is something that if you're a gamer and you feel like, hey, I'm pretty good at this, it's possible that you could come to Full Sail and receive a scholarship for playing on our esports league. Okay, next, career development. At Full Sail, we want to make sure that you don't only learn how to do your future job, we want you to learn how to get that future job. So all of our students work with a career development department that are going to help them with things like resume writing, interview skills, networking, to get them prepared to get a job in their field. And our graduates have gone on to work for a lot of different companies. You can see just a few showing up here: Sony, EA Sports, HBO, Disney and Pixar. Those are some that I really like. So those are some things that maybe you might network with somebody working for that company and possibly go on to do that as well. And as you can see at the front, 60 career advisors, they're going to support you not only while you're a student, but also after you graduate. And you can come back at any time after you graduate and sit in on your previous classes to stay up to date on your skills. You can see. Okay. Lastly, how to get started. If you're interested about Full Sail, I know this is just kind of going quickly through everything, but we have some ways to get in touch. First of all, check out our website. It's fullsail.edu. You can also email me. It's elmiller@fullsail.com. Reach out with any questions. On our website, you're going to get a lot of good information, but one thing to check out would definitely be our tuition page and our scholarship guide. Our 2020 scholarship guide is up now, and it refreshes every month as we're adding new scholarships. So definitely check that out. And if you have further questions, definitely go ahead and scan this QR code. You'll be able to request information, get in touch with our admissions department, and they'll be able to tell you a lot more than I can in this short period of time. So thank you so much for your time. I see a couple questions popping through. If those are for Full Sail, I'll check that in a minute. But Courtney, thank you, and I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your night.
Thanks very much, Emily. And next up is George Mason University. Welcome, Jeff.
Sorry, y'all, I was trying to figure out how to unmute myself. Hi, everyone. My name is Jeff Fusco, and I am the Southeast Regional Admissions Counselor for George Mason University. I'm excited to be here with you all today and share a little bit about our Mason story and see if Mason is a place that can be a part of your story in the future. I am a Mason alum. I graduated back in 2013, and I chose Mason as an out-of-state student. So I've been in your shoes before. I've been evaluating my college options, and I found my home at Mason, and I hope after I share some information today that maybe some of you could find a home here as well. So one of the main reasons why out-of-state students will consider George Mason is our location. We're located in beautiful Fairfax, Virginia, which is just 15 miles west of our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. And I think that our campus location gives us a really great balance. You have a safe suburban campus atmosphere, very traditional, with just about 7,000 students living on campus, everything you need within a 5 to 10 minute drive. You can kind of see a bit of our campus behind me. This is our Research One building, which is home to our telescope, which is actually the largest telescope on the East Coast that is not owned by NASA. So a little fun fact that I could share with you there. And then our students get to take advantage of riding the metro into Washington, D.C. and getting to take advantage of everything D.C. has to offer, whether it's the endless internship opportunities, all the experiential learning, or just being able to be in the center of political things when they happen, being able to kind of witness history. And that was one of the things that I really enjoyed about my experience, going to participate in inaugurations or, heading to the White House, after some large decision was made by our federal government. And just being able to really be there and soak it all in was a cool opportunity. George Mason was founded in 1972. So in less than 50 years as an institution, we've already grown to become the largest public research university within the Commonwealth of Virginia. We do have Tier 1 research status, which puts us in an elite tier of only about 100 universities across the United States, and we are one of the youngest universities in that tier. And what that means is that the faculty that we've been able to draw in and the opportunities for you as a student are really endless. We have 25,000 undergraduates that call Mason their home, and we have the youngest law school in the top 50. What's really great is that George Mason undergraduates can participate in our 3+3 program, which is a guaranteed admissions pathway into George Mason Law School. We have the second largest residential population in the state, with just about 7,000 students living on campus. And probably my favorite thing about Mason is our diversity. We attract students from all 50 states and 139 different countries. There really are no two Mason students that look the same. And I know for me, I came from a real small town with literally no diversity. And so being able to go somewhere where I was exposed to people of different races, religions, life experiences was really eye-opening. And I felt like it helped to develop me as a person as much as, you know, I was learning as a student while I was at Mason. And so that diverse population actually puts us number 15th in the country when it comes to our diversity, in the most diverse institution in the DC area and in the Commonwealth of Virginia. And our diversity goes beyond what we look like and where we come from. It goes into what we study. We are proud to offer over 80 different undergraduate programs with over 200 different minors and concentrations. Mason is the school that believes in thinking outside of the box and focuses on interdisciplinary studies. So you're going to be encouraged to pick a minor or concentration that might be different from your major because students are most successful when they can find where their passions align. We also have 55 accelerated master's programs, which allow our students to cut out a year of school, and it's a 5-year pathway onto both a bachelor's and master's degree. Experiential learning is huge for our students. 74% of Mason undergraduates will graduate with either research or internship experience on their transcript. And even though we are a large university, about 80% of our classes have less than 35 students in them. To touch on some components of our application, what's important to know is that Mason believes in holistic review. We don't have a minimum SAT score, minimum GPA. We're not looking for minimum requirements anywhere. We're looking at the whole student when we evaluate your application. So we're gonna look at your extracurricular involvement. We're gonna look at kind of your course trajectory. What did you do over your 4 years? Did you have peaks or valleys in that process? And you'll see kind of our standard application materials that we're looking for there. We have a great honors program, which is like having a liberal arts core education within the larger public research university. So if you're intimidated by large class sizes, honors is definitely something that I would consider. And then do require an audition or portfolio for our visual and performing arts programs. Our middle 50% you'll see right here. What's important to know is that we are a score optional institution. We have been score optional since 2008, so we are not new to it with COVID. We do not place a heavy emphasis on SAT or ACT scores in our process and will not hold negative scores against the student's application. So I do encourage you to send scores if you have taken them, but definitely not a requirement of the application process. We do have an early action deadline of November 1st with a regular decision deadline of January 15th. I encourage all out-of-state students to meet our early action deadline of November 1st because that's how you're going to receive priority consideration for merit scholarship. I know the cost of out-of-state can be a lot, and so if you have questions about George Mason or affording a George Mason education, make sure you reach out to me directly as I help students work through all components of their Mason experience. So I hope you all have a great day and go Patriots.
Thanks so much, Jeff. And our final presentation tonight will be from Savannah State University.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sandria Mason. I am one of the admissions recruiters here at Savannah State University, the University by the Sea. I'm so excited to be here to give you a little bit of information about Savannah State and what we have to offer. We are the oldest public HBCU in the state of Georgia, founded November 26, 1890. We are also the oldest institution of higher learning in the city of Savannah. We're a smaller university. We are a little bit over 3,400 students currently. So our normal student to faculty ratio is about 14:1. So we're really able to hone in on you as a student to make sure that you're getting all the resources that you need to be successful. We do have a very active student life, and we have a ton of student organizations for you to join to start, really get invested into the university and your transition into Savannah State. So we have organizations geared towards your academic professional development, mentorship, as well as just a ton of social organizations. As far as academics, Savannah State is made up of 4 colleges: our College of Education, Business Administration, Liberal Arts and Social Science, and Science and Technology. You can use our online custom viewbook at customviewbook.com, customviewbook.savannahstate.edu to create an online custom viewbook personalized just for you about all of our academic programs. So if you're saying, Ms. Mason, I already know I want to be a biology student, can you tell me more about our biology program? Going to the custom viewbook site will tell you all about each individual academic programs and some of our student services here at Savannah State. As far as living on campus as a freshman, you are not required to stay on campus, but we do recommend it so you can get the full campus experience. We do have 2 different types of freshman residential facilities. We have our private and semi-private suites, and then we do have our cluster style. And freshmen are allowed to bring their car their freshman year, so it's a little incentive if you want to stay on campus. You don't have to leave your car home to come to Savannah State. As far as athletics, Savannah State is we are part of the NCAA Division II. We are in the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference, and you can see the list of athletic sports that we do have for both our men's and women's athletic teams. Let's talk about admissions into Savannah State. So currently, Savannah State is looking at students 2 ways to get admitted. With test scores and without test scores. So if you have been able to take the SAT or the ACT, these are the requirements that you will be looking at: a 2.0 unweighted GPA coming out of high school. So that would be in your high school core curriculum. So none of your extracurriculars is what we're going to look at to make your GPA. SAT is going to be the non-combined score. So we do not look at your total score at Savannah State, just the evidence-based reading and writing and the math, which is a 480 and a 440 for math. As far as ACT, it is going to be a 17 composite, 17 math, and either a 17 in the English or reading. For those seniors who have been affected by COVID and who have not been able to take the ACT or SAT, we are test optional for the summer, fall, and spring 2021. You would need to have a 2.5 or higher unweighted GPA coming out of high school. Again, that would be only in your required high school curriculum. As far as applying for admissions, our application is free online through gafutures.org. You would just submit your application through GA Futures if you do not already have a online profile account to submit the application, and you would submit an official transcript to our office. We will take official transcripts coming from your counselor if it's emailed or faxed, that we can verify it is an official source. So please make sure that you're sending official transcripts to us and not unofficial, as we do not want to delay your processing times. We do have scholarships for our students to apply to. Our SSU General Scholarship will become available to you once you have an accepted application on file. Once you get accepted and you fill out the General Scholarship application, we will then send you a tentative award letter based off of the information, the criteria that you applied with. If you will get a finalized scholarship letter once we receive your final high school transcript. So I always like to tell my seniors, especially, to make sure that your last semester you really keep the foot on the gas and keep striving, because we want to award you as much scholarship money as we possibly can, and we don't want to have to potentially reduce your scholarship amount based off your final high school transcript. And then lastly, please make sure that you follow us on social media to kind of stay abreast of everything Savannah State and Savannah State admissions, as we will be having some virtual events coming up, our virtual open house, and different things that we'll be doing here on campus. It is going to be the best way to have, to kind of get up to date with us and see what we do have to offer.
Thank you very much. So we just have a couple of minutes left, And I'm going to ask our panelists, were there any questions that you received in the chat that were non-college specific questions that you feel like could be addressed verbally or might be addressed more effectively verbally? Seeing none, I am going to go ahead and share my final screen. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. When you close this window, you are going to be presented with a link with a very quick 4-question survey. So we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide. Also, this was just one of the many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions. In about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all the other session recordings so you can watch them on demand. Thank you so much and have a great night, everyone.